Hello, how are you? How is life for you thus far? If it's a season of abundance for you, if things are working out great, your kids are behaving just like you wanted, you had a promotion at work, maybe you've had increase in income, just started a business, gotten married, gotten into more meaningful relationships, I am happy for you. Celebrate that. It's worth celebrating. But if for you it's that season of lack, it's that season when nothing seems to be going on right, where you're losing your job, maybe you're struggling from income management, you're finding a new job, you can't find one, I can relate to that. For both of you, welcome to life, right? Things will happen to you in life and you ask yourself, why is this happening to me? Am I the only one of the 7.5 billion people in the world that God has singled out? No, God didn't single you out. It is not unfair. That is life. Who would you want that to happen to? If I ask you to give me some phone numbers, are you going to do that? But anyways, so if it's that time in life for you, I don't know where this message is meeting you at. I am not sure what point in your life you're at. Maybe it's that time when you're going through your own share of difficulties, your own share of roadblocks, your own share of obstacles, just standing in the way and making you feel like nothing is going to work out. I want to encourage you, don't give up. Listen to me, don't give up. The reason I say so is not because you are special, but it's because what is happening to you will happen to everybody at some point in their life, right? You didn't do nothing wrong. It is not like you've been singled out by life to give you a bitter pill, to throw habaneros peppers at you so you can feel the pain, cry and cringe. No, that is the trend and cycle of life. Sometimes we are up, sometimes we are down. Sometimes we win, sometimes we lose. There is an African proverb that goes, things will happen around you, things will happen for you, things will happen behind you, but the most important things are the things that happen in you. Despite the difficult time, despite the challenges, the most important thing is what you have in your head and what you have in your heart. The courage to hold on tight, the willingness to not give up on yourself and your dreams, and the perspective that tomorrow will bring a brighter day. I don't say that to impress you. I say that because I know there are times in life when you must accept that it is my turn to take a little bit of the pain, because that is the rotation of life, right? Sometimes people will disappoint you. Even the people you count on the most will let you down. A lot of times it's not intentional. It's not because they don't love you no more. They too have their own struggles. They too have their own challenges, right? There is a study out there that says most people will go through 7 career changes before they retire. What that really means is that we are living in an economy today where if you really want to position yourself for success in the short, mid, and long term, you have to be able to pivot. You have to learn how to prepare some shock absorbers to take and absorb difficulty, to take and absorb change in plans. There is a Japanese saying that when you make a plan, plan for the plan not to work according to plan. Right? The challenge with a lot of people is that they don't know how to plan, to behave and keep moving when the plan doesn't work according to plan. I want to tell you, even at those times, don't give up. Hold your head up. If it's your first time to the channel, my name is Gustav B. Achu. I am here to uplift, encourage, empower, and most importantly, remind you that you are enough. Please click on the subscription button, on the notification bell, so when I make new content like this, you'll be the first to get. And down in the comment section, please use your sense of good judgment. There are a lot of people, bad people out there who will come to swindle you of your money. They will come to tell you all kinds of good stories. They will invite you to join WhatsApp groups or to join Telegram groups. I will never send you links for Telegram groups or WhatsApp groups. So when you see that, just delete or ignore them. They're trying to deceive you. I will not ask you for money to invest for you. I'm not an investor. I'm not a financial planner. I'm just a guy who is sharing his experiences and encouraging someone out there to make sure they don't give up, because tough times, if they haven't come yet, it's around the corner. It's going to be your turn soon, right? So you need to understand that life has its seasons. And if it's a season for joy for you right now, plan for the season of pain, because that will eventually come. The beautiful thing is that life is full of a lot of joyful events, but our human mind is conditioned to always focus more on the painful event because it brings hurt, because it's something that we're reminded of, because it's uncomfortable. It forces us to change. But like the butterfly, as you know, if a moth doesn't transform, it won't become a butterfly, right? So a lot of times the changes that will be forced upon you by a difficult circumstance, by a job loss, by the death of a close person, by the loss of a spouse or a partner, by losing a very valuable relationship in your life, might seem overwhelming at that time, but a few years later, when you look back at it, you realize it was a blessing. It was a time for you to metamorphose into something better, into something greater, into something more productive with your life. I encourage you to stop giving yourself permission to whine, complain, and be disappointed. Stop giving the weeds the ability to grow in your mind and keep deceiving you that you are not capable, that you are not enough, that you are not able to withstand it. Let me tell you, in this life you are living, and listen to me very clearly. You would have to learn how to build your shock absorbers to handle obstacles, to handle difficulties, to handle times of unexpected slaps from life. Because life is going to take you on the blind side. There are times you will feel like life has given you some peppers, some habaneros. I come from Cameroon and we eat hot. Some habaneros pepper, and you will feel pain. But you know what? Find a way to get something paid for your pain, right? I remember a few years ago, my lovely daddy died. I love that man, my mentor. I went out to our embassy in Washington, D.C. I took some days off. I was working for a big Fortune 500 technology company. And I took a few days off, went out to Washington. I was trying to organize for his mortal remains to be shipped back to Cameroon. So I needed to do some administrative work, stop by at the embassy. And on my way to the embassy, I can never forget, it's a Thursday, right about 1 p.m. Eastern time, my phone rings. Hello, this is Gustav. Hey, Gustav, how you doing? That was my manager from my job. Gustav, I'm sorry, I know your daddy died. I know you're busy trying to organize his funeral, but I have bad news for you. We have to let you go. You were fired. Can you imagine? One of the toughest times of my life. I'm dealing with the death of my mentor, my hero, my father. I'm considering how to get him home to Cameroon to bury him in the land of his ancestors. And right at that time, I'm getting information that I'll be coming back to no job and no source of income. But you know, for a second, I was overwhelmed. I was confused. I was a little bit taken aback. But after a few minutes, I told myself, Gustav, you know what? This is an opportunity for you to bet on yourself. What are you made of? Are you going to complain? Are you going to whine? Are you going to curse life for dealing you with a bitter lemon at the time when you needed sweet honey? No. I'm going to dig deep in myself and find a way to go forward, right? Tell me about those times in your life when you least expect difficulty, but it still comes. Not because you're a bad person, not because you did anything wrong, but just because that is the process of life. The most important thing, you have to work yourself. You have to understand that you must have plans. You must have plans which are void of anybody else. You must have plans about yourself, counting on yourself to deliver value for yourself. That is the new world we are living in. In the times of when people used to have jobs for 40 years, work, retire with a gold Rolex watch, thank you for your services past. You are going to need to count on yourself. I'm not trying to scare you. I am just telling you the new world we live in today. So the people will be able to work on their mindset. The people will be able to strengthen their spirit. The people will be able to understand that what is now is not guaranteed tomorrow. The people will have the wisdom to not count only on an employment from an employer, but to also have a way of developing and investing in themselves. So that way they can eventually be productive to themselves. Even when the employer says, like mine told me a few years ago, you are fired, you will still be able to rise again, dust your behind, and keep moving. You know, it is said, tears will bring you sympathy, but only sweat will bring you results, right? So it's very important to understand, as you get along in life, Prepare yourself for those times when things are going to be tough. Prepare yourself for those times when life is going to give you a curveball, a surprising and unexpected turn in things. For some people, it's the later point in their lives. I go to Walmart today and I notice a lot of people in their 60s, in their 70s, retirees working in Walmart. A small percentage of them are working for exercise to keep their minds and body fit. But a big percentage of them are working because things happen in the economy, they lost their retirement. Right? Life didn't go according to plan, or medical bills hit them over a significant sickness, and they found themselves in dire need of money, and they had to go back to work. So as you get along, you have to plan for these difficulties in life. You have to plan for these unexpected circumstances, right? So I want to encourage you, wherever you are with your life today, if you are going through one of those processes, hold your head up. If you're going through one of those times, don't give up on yourself. Listen to me. Listen to me. I want to go past your mind. I want to go straight into your heart and tell you, don't give up on you. Every human being is called to this world with a special gift, with something they can deliver on. Sometimes you might not discover your gift because you don't focus on trying to look for your gift. Sometimes the difficulties that come to you might reroute you to what your gift is, like it is the case for me. I've lived in America for 23 years today. And all this time, for a good number of those years, I bet on everybody else. I bet on every high Fortune 500 company giving me a job and paying me a six-figure income. I never really took the time to bet on myself. I never really took the time to say, Gustav, all these years you've invested in yourself. It is time for you to apply what you've invested in yourself and count on yourself and your ability to earn a living for yourself. I am not saying any other way it's not good. Don't get me wrong, not everybody is meant for that. But I'm saying, whether you're meant for that or not, the new economy we live in today is going to force you to invest in yourself, to count on yourself, and to bet on yourself at some point. So the sooner you prepare for that time, the better for you. But in all of it, don't give up, even if you are at the most difficult time in your life right now. But before I go, I have to leave you with this. I might not know you personally. I might never have a chance to meet you in person. I am grateful for the opportunity to communion with you on this platform. I don't know who has been talking to your mind and spirit during your life. I don't know what your upbringing is. I don't know the circumstances under which you grew up. I don't know the stories that you've been told about what you cannot do. I don't know who fooled you to believe that you are not capable, that you are not able, that you are not strong enough, that you are not intelligent enough to deliver on your gift and the things that are laid in your heart by God. I want to remind you today. I want to unwire that wiring. I want to let you not listen to your mind, but listen to your heart, that you are enough, that you want to achieve something significant. Until next time, you are enough.